you're in the Fenway, you're in a unique part of Boston. It's full of cultural, academic, art, music institutions, some of which are over 100 years old, some of which are brand new. And it's also full of people who are just passionate about bringing these cultural treasures and resources to you.
All of these institutions are open to everybody in Boston and Massachusetts and everyone who has the wisdom to visit Boston and Massachusetts.
I mean, in terms of the cultural riches, the Fenway, by far, more than virtually any major city in America and perhaps in the world, has more cultural resources per capita than anywhere.
The Pops is probably the best-known orchestra, domestically speaking, in the United States. The symphony has a much more international appeal. But if you go to Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia, or you go to Prague, or you go to anywhere, Rio de Janeiro, you can say Boston Celtic, Boston Bruin, they won't have a clue what you're talking about. You say Boston Symphony Orchestra, they know what that is. We've partnered with many cultural institutions, educational institutions. We even partnered with the Boston Red Sox. We did an album featuring baseball music, and it's called our Red Sox album, because we felt the Red Sox weren't getting enough attention in Boston and therefore had to help them a little bit along. So it was great to do that, and it sold tens of thousands of copies, and we're very happy with the relationship.
Good.
A great baseball team needs a great ballpark in which to survive, and a great ballpark needs a great neighborhood in which to prosper. We at the Red Sox are very proud that Fenway Park is located where it is in this great city, in this great neighborhood. But we're especially proud also of the relationship that we've developed with the Fenway Alliance, with the entire Fenway neighborhood.
The Gardner Museum's been here since 1903, welcoming Bostonians and visitors from around the world. It's a treasure of a Venetian-invoked Renaissance palace. A new addition is going up behind the museum, and it is going to just open a whole new civic space to the city and, of course, enliven the Fenway.
Well, the new MFA, as we call it, the centerpiece, is the building of a new wing for Art of the Americas. We've created, I believe, a beautiful building which complements our great historic building. The MFA is one of the world's greatest museums, but set in a very local community, and we are so proud to serve that community. One of the most effective ways we can do that is with free community days. One of those is, of course, part of the Opening Our Doors program.
Each Columbus Day, the entire neighborhood opens up all the different institutions, the cultural institutions, the restaurants, and we invite the public to enjoy our wares.
This is a great event to have a sampler of all the different things that go on in the Fenway neighborhood.
When Olmsted built the park system or designed the park system, I think he had in mind a little bit more of a cultivated area than it has become. But since then, a lot of the environment has changed, and I think we have a greater responsibility to be stewards for, those are goldfinches that just went by, for birds and wildlife. So I feel very strongly that that is our responsibility, and one of the things that I really enjoy about these Victory Gardens.
I mean, people don't believe this. We came that close to paving over the Victory Gardens for parking for the Red Sox, who threatened to leave town if they didn't get more parking. Now, a lot of us thought they needed another good left-handed pitcher. Nothing has changed. The whole area is just one of the things that defines Boston.
When you think about the pragmatic visionaries who created the Fenway Alliance, you realize that the Alliance mimics the cultural diversity of the original Emerald Necklace Plan, and it is essentially a metaphor for what the 19th century leaders were trying to do, to find a way to bring people together, to understand art, to understand culture, to understand what the city could mean to them both as individuals and as institutions.
So I really think personally that today small colleges are at their best when they work together. We think they're creating the kind of environment that will become increasingly attractive to the kind of young, creative adults that we want to bring to Mass Art and into Boston and into this district.
Together we've engaged on projects that have helped beautify this area, Huntington Avenue is a project that we undertook together.
From the very beginning, we've been in the heart of things, and that's what the Fenway is for Simmons.
It's a very special place, and for those people who really are interested in world culture and world music, there's no place like it. A lot of young people out there tearing it up.
NEC has the great good fortune of being the proud possessor and manager of one of the finest concert halls in the entire world, Jordan Hall. We are doing something like 900 events a year. Every single one of those events is free. It's something of extraordinary quality, which I think sets off this part of Huntington and the Avenue of the Arts, but also I think is the foundation for our relationship with the city and with this community.
What a strong neighborhood, a unique neighborhood that has everything you want in your family life as you live in an urban area. But I just say the institutions that are there, Berkeley College, Middle Conservatory, Northeastern, you could go on and on and on. And today is one of those thriving neighborhoods that you look to as part of the nucleus of the city of Boston.